Now listen to this. That is the sound of Philippa Hanna. Warming up. She's one of the biggest names in the UK gospel scene and is just about to release her second album. It's called Through the Woods. It's available for pre-order now on iTunes. It's out on July the 1st. She's based in Sheffield, and last year she supported Lionel Richie on his UK tour, playing at some of the biggest venues in the country, armed only with what you have with you now, which is...
my guitar.
Yes. Does it have a name, your guitar?
No, but it's a Farida, which is a new brand. And they're endorsing me, so I'm very lucky.
How lovely. Now, you're going to sing for us now, and you're going to sing again at the end of the programme. What's your first song?
This song is called Apples, and I'll explain a bit about it afterwards. With a poisoned apple I was fooled. I took a bite then fell into a sleep that lasted years. Bitten and discarded, I was bruised and undesired on the floor, from skin to core. When you're waiting for the kiss of life, every lover takes another bite. When you can't see the wood for the trees, you'll fall in love with any stranger that you meet. They may seem strong, but who knows what's underneath? Just 'cause somebody shows you kindness when you're weak, don't share your heart till it's complete. But like a golden apple, flesh restored, my heart was healed when I knocked at his door. I'm bruised no more. There's no case of golden diamonds. I'm awake, no longer lying in a dream. My heart is healed. When you're waiting for the kiss of life, every lover takes another bite. When you can't see the wood for the trees, you'll fall in love with any stranger that you meet. They may seem strong, but who knows what's underneath? Just 'cause somebody shows you kindness when you're weak, don't share your heart till it's complete. Deception can be pleasing to the eye. A hungry heart will swallow any lie. And when you're waiting for the kiss of life, every lover takes another bite. When you can see the wood for the trees, you'll fall in love with any stranger that you meet. They may seem strong, but who knows what's underneath? Just 'cause somebody shows you kindness when you're weak, don't share your heart till it's complete.
sounding so gorgeous. Philippa Hanna singing live in the studio and taking a swig of water now, and I'm not surprised. And interesting there, they're using two kind of images of apples. The poisoned apple, obviously the biblical image, the Garden of Eden, and the golden apple, and the idea of becoming complete and knowing yourself before you let yourself be somebody else.
Wow, you're very insightful.
Well, I'm just reading into it what I'm reading into it.
That's a much better description than I was going to give, so thank you.
What were you going to say?
Well, it is about those things, but for me in my own life, just kind of being deceived by things and also just being in a state of complete denial about things. I think that happens a lot. And I think for me, faith was an awakening, really. An awakening in my awareness and in my sense of who I am.
So did you come to faith late?
I did, yeah. I was 20 when I became a Christian. And I'm not from a faith background per se. You know, I've got a nice family, but I wasn't a churchgoer. And I think at that time of my life, you know, just out of my teens, looking for some direction, it was a really kind of lost period of time for me. And I just really found faith gave me an anchor and some direction.
And what happened? Can you remember the moment when you thought, this is what I need?
I do, yeah. I mean, it was probably a 6-month moment, really. And I met some Christians who were really kind to me, and they were sort of a similar age, and they had some music stuff in common with me, and so that was really good. But there was an evening where I did kind of just sort of get on my knees and say, you know, I could really do with some help here, because sometimes life is a bit of a lonely journey. Even if you've got people around you, it can be sort of internally lonely. And so I asked for help, and things started to spiral upwards from that point.
And how old are you now?
I'm 29.
Gosh. And so it has completely changed your life. I mean, your 20s have been so different to your teens.
They have, yeah. My teens went great, really. And I've got teenagers in my life now. And I think it's a really tough time of life. But my 20s have been awesome. And I'm looking forward to my 30s as well.
And now tell me what it was like touring with Lionel Richie last year.
It was awful. No, it was unbelievable. I mean, I'm a big fan of Lionel Richie. My dad's a singer, and he used to sing Lionel Richie songs when I was a kid. So hearing the real thing on stage and that talent, he's just got a timeless, epic talent.
And it is amazing seeing also the energy that people bring on stage, you know, when they're performing night after night. You need really, really good stamina, don't you? You need to be fit.
Indeed you do, yeah. It was inspiring, actually, because he really, every night was just a big show, you know, just 110% in his performance, and just so much time for people as well. You know, he always would meet and greet fans backstage and had a smile and a photo with everybody. And I think after decades of being in the industry, that's really good quality.
So do you watch him and think, I'm going to do that and that and that? That's the way I want to behave, and take him as a really good example? Definitely,
yeah. A real showman. And it reminds me of my dad, because my dad's a real showman as well. So I hope I can still be in the industry and doing really well like he is.
And just going back to your faith, to your religion, and the network of Christian singers, I mean, you feel, I guess, part of a really strong team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really like a family thing. And obviously we meet people from overseas a lot, Christians from America and Europe and Africa and India. And you do feel a kinship with them, you know, on first meeting, because you have that common ground. It's really nice.
Well, I'm going to let you go out and make a cup of tea.
Okay.
Just down the end of the corridor.
How about coffee?
Yes, there's coffee there as well. There's quite a good coffee machine, actually.
Awesome.
And then hear from you a little later on in the programme, if that's all right. That is Philippa Hanna, who was singing live there. She was singing Apples, and we will, before 9 o'clock, hear from her once again.